Hey y'all. Let me make sure I can hear y'all. Yeah, y'all can hear me. I couldn't sleep. Excuse my daughter. She's vibing out on her live in the background. But let me make sure y'all can hear me. While I'm doing that, let me light this sage and this Palo Santo. Alright, hold on. I don't know why it's not clicking on right now, but let me see. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think that worked. Let me turn it down real quick. Hi. If I missed the chat, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get the hang of moving this around. Since I ain't going to sleep. And I was supposed to come on here a couple of hours ago. So, why not do it now? Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm in my Fortnite pink panda onesie. I don't want to light. Hold on. See? I'm Pink Panda from Fortnite. How was y'all's Halloween? Hi. Hi, Spice. Hi, Dad Poppy. Poppy. Spice. Shiv Raj. My Halloween was great. It was interesting, but I can't complain. I got to hear some amazing voices on my singing app I be going on, Smule. I got to sing myself too. I learned new information. I gave new information. But it was still good because it was said. So I can't complain. How was yours? I'm always good, Spice. I'm always good. Are you good? So, I did a pre-shuffle, and the energy that came out, it was interesting. But I was like, let me cleanse the energy because I had just got off of that app and stuff. And I wanted to make sure that it was accurate. So I took some time and I cleansed my energy. And I decided to get back on here. Liddy and fun. That's good. What'd you do? Did you go to a party? I went to a party, but it was online. I wish it was in real life, but maybe one day. I'm in manifestation mode, and I got things to, that need to be happening before the end of the year. So that's why I'm giving y'all as much attention as possible before I go MIA. I already deactivated my other social media, so when I got off of online, so nobody's gonna be able to find me. Shots and lots of blunt. Trick or treat out in the city. Oh shit. Well, I smoked my blunt already. I didn't have any drinks. I would have liked to drink with a certain person, but I don't know. I didn't get to. So I really need to get out this house. I'm going to be getting out this house. But until then, I gotta follow what my ancestors and guides tell me, you know? So if they say, stay your ass in the house tonight, I stay my ass in the house. Because they wouldn't be nudging me. You know that gut feeling where you're like, I want to go out, but then you start getting a turn in your stomach, or things just seem to not go wrong, right before you're about to. And it's like, all right, something's trying to stall me from doing it. That's your nudge to stay your ass home. What do you do for Halloween? Well, I was supposed to dress up as Little Red Riding Hood, but with the twist, it was going to be Little Red Rider from the hood. But I ended up not. I had the dress on, and I started getting ready but we ended up doing a regular live instead of a video live, so I didn't finish getting dressed. I had like a towel on for like some hours without even being on the live. I mean, without going live. So I just ended up putting my onesie on. I was like, fuck it. Oh yeah, by the way, I be trying to hold off from cussing. God's still working on me, but I am trying not to, if that makes sense. I know it's new, me being on the camera and everything, but since this is going to be the place where I'm at, instead of the other social medias for a little while, then I was like, fuck it. I don't know what that says. And ropey. I don't know what, wait, what's it say? I don't know what it says. Do y'all know what it says? I don't know what it says. So, what I was getting from the pre-read was things is happening. Things is happening. Emotions is everywhere. Oh, thank you. Emotions is everywhere, and we're going to see what happens in the energy, because we're going to do a collective reading. So I just did the sage, Palo Santo. I'll do it one more time because the energy was kind of heavy. Let me cleanse the energy. Spirit, please give us clear and accurate messages. Please protect me as I tap into the collective's energy. Please protect me and the collective. Send any negativity, ill will, or evil intent of any kind. Turn to sender, known and unknown. And I give it to you, Dad, to judge as you will. I wish them healing. I am really glad that y'all had a wonderful day, whether it was Halloween or not. Okay? See, people have, I saw this thing on Instagram where the girl said she was bringing up the Halloween and with Christians and stuff. Yes, I'm single. I'm single because I haven't been asked about a title, if that's what you mean. I've been single for years now. I didn't want to be. It's not a choice. Well, it is a choice. I know what I like or who I like or whatever like that. So, I'm single and celibate. But that won't be forever. Because a woman's got needs, you feel me? So, it's time I come out of hermit mode. Like I said, that's why I had to get off of online. So, I can start being in RAL, you know? And for those of you who don't know what RAL is, that's in real life. Anyway, there was a girl that posted something about Halloween or whatever, and she was talking about, she showed a picture of her front lawn, and it had a cross, and it said something about how Christians celebrate Halloween. I think it said, because I can't pull it up right now, it's not showing up, but I think it said Romans 6:23, if I'm not mistaken. And hold on. And basically, Yep. Romans 6:23. And basically, it said, "For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life in Christ Jesus our Lord." Right? So basically, there was other ones too that said, how do I put this? Death is living forever in hell, while eternal life is living forever in heaven. I don't, what do you think about death? I know that death is not per se bad. It can be for some, but just like everything in the world, there's good and bad in everything. So what do you perceive about death? Because death can be the ending of an old way of living or old way of doing things, but a rebirth. Because you got to remember, every time you go to sleep, it's almost like you die. And every morning you wake up, every grand rising you wake up, God's waking you up. So for Romans 23 to say, "For the wages of sin is death," that can be taken two ways. It can be death as in, okay, you didn't learn a lesson, try again next lifetime if you get a next lifetime. Or it can be you had a life lesson, and that life lesson, you just happen to make a mistake, a human mistake, because we're in human vessels, we're in the human experience, and you made a mistake, so you correct it, and then you learn the lesson, and then you have a death and rebirth. That's what a death and rebirth is. Every time you learn a life lesson. Thank you. Every time you learn a life lesson. So death is not always a bad thing. Now, some people say that hell is like death on earth, right? I mean, well, wait, what's it say? It said death is living forever in hell. Some people say that we're in hell right now on this earth, living right now. But we're really not. It's the choices that we make in life. We can choose to stay in toxicity, around toxicity, and keep a lot of drama around us and have upheavals and be miserable. Or we can choose to block all of that shit and live in peace. Anything that disrupts our peace gotta be removed, right? You can choose what path you go on. You can choose how you want to live your life, and nobody can make that choice for you if you have the power over you. So, let's see what the current energy of the collective is. Spirit, please, and thank you. What's the collective's current energy? And this is the Kipper deck. This is the Fende Shiko. Shiko. I can't say the last word. I can't say the last name. It's S-I-E with the little slash on top of the E. C-L-E. It's a fortune telling deck. Okay. I wanted to make sure you can hear me because I do have my headset plugged in, but And we was just talking about that. And out of this whole deck says coffin. So, coffin. It could be bad for some people, like I said, depending on their choices in life. Or it could be someone ending something to begin something new. Something fruitful, something that makes them happy, something that's... So what's coffin, spirit? What's coffin? Okay. So I see privileged lady, unexpected income, and mature woman. So it's showing me, if it's coffin first, privileged lady. Then it was unexpected income and mature woman. So that's telling me that there's an ending with a privileged lady, someone who could have been the main person. And you can see how she's looking right now, where she's not looking too happy. She's giving the side eye, the bombastic side eye. That, as Empress Bella says, from what's her name on here? Intuitive Goddess 333, I believe her name is. I was just singing. I was singing with my people. That was it. At least trying to. Unexpected income for a mature woman. Or there's an ending of unexpected income for a privileged lady. Let me see. Clarify. Coffin, privileged lady, unexpected income, and mature woman. Imprisonment. So that's probably why someone's not getting something. They might be getting in prison. Or imprisonment can just be in their head also. It can be spiritual prison. That means where, even though it might be a physical one, someone's in their head all the time. Normally when this happens, someone did a lot of spell work on people and caused a lot of problems behind the scenes. And whether they got figured out in the 3D or not, they gotta live with that shit forever, rent-free in their head. And deal with that karma that comes with it. Imprisonment. Yep, someone's in their thoughts, like I said. They're gonna be in their head a lot about whatever they did. Whatever was done unjust for them to have an ending. Because right now, the divine is stepping in. Because enough is enough. That's the energy that's been going on for a little while. I'll say, I'm probably like it's almost Mercury retrograde. So, of course, there's going to be communication issues and all of that right now. But, so if people is trying to talk to you or communicate with you right now, some things might be a little bit off. So don't make rash decisions unless you feel it in your heart, I guess you could say. Because, like, if you have all the evidence, of course, go ahead. But now is crunch time with a lot of stuff right now. Right now is like Judgment Day, which is why whatever choice people make ending stuff right now, they got to make sure it's their best choice. Because if it's not their best choice and they get stuck on the other side, is what we call it in the spiritual community. They get stuck on the other side, whatever contract they get stuck in right now, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm still learning some of that, but I heard from multiple other readers that they'll be stuck in that cycle for 7 to 10 years if they don't get out now. So just be careful of the decisions that you make right now. Men or women that are dealing with gold diggers, be careful. Or not even gold diggers, if they're just dealing with either psycho exes or exes that don't want to let them go, where there's misconfusion or whatever like that. Just be careful, because there's a lot of death certificates, contracts, baby trapping, fake baby trapping, setups, all of that going on. So be careful. Grand Rising. My bad, I just saw that. Right. Uh, oh, did you? You was there? Oh, snap. You got me dropping shit. Wait a minute, what you talking about? Occupation. Someone's in their thoughts about work. Anyone that, hold on, I'm gonna get another one to clarify. Occupation. Concern. Someone's concerned about a job. They're in their thoughts about work because of that ending, I guess, of the unexpected income, since it doesn't seem to be coming to the privileged lady. Yep. Poverty. So, poverty. What else? Spirit, poverty. So, there is judgment, either on or with a wealthy man. Either adjudication and then wealthy man. So, I guess there's judgment being placed on a wealthy man, or the wealthy man is placing judgment. Because they got a message of concern. I remember I told someone that was supposed to be my best friend last year sometime, because I was following the readings and stuff. This is before I stopped talking to her. Reasons I'm not going to share right now. Just know it was just. I'm always just. It's just everybody doesn't have to know why. But she knows why. I told her that, because even though I wasn't in someone's life that I love, I still looked out for him, or tried to, with the leg room wiggle I had. Like, I didn't have regular contact with him. So I would tell her certain things. She knew I would watch tarot or whatever, or I would get dreams or intuitive messages, and I would tell her. And every time I would tell her, yo, like, this one seems to be a warning, a big warning around all across. Please let him know so he can watch out. Even if I'm not there, even though I'm sending him prayers and love and light. Even if I can't talk to him, let him know. Because whether he was with me or not, I still wished him the best. I never wished ill will. I was fine with just being friends, even if he didn't want to be with me. But I was never pushing it. I was told he was single until I thought he wasn't, but I really didn't know because there was no contact. So I acted as if he was in a relationship, which is why I only went as far as to try to be a friend. And I told her one time that there was a chick that had already warned me before I left from around the group that if she got with old boy, because that's what she said at the time. She never told me a name, but I put two and two together. She said if she got with him, she was going to get pregnant. Then time passed and all of that. And then it started coming up in the energy that there was going to be baby trapping and stuff. People was going to try to trap somebody with a baby because they was trying to leave them. Then there was some energy where he, it was one of their people, whether it was a friend, a family member, or whatever, that actually is the father. Then there was another situation where, so it wasn't his baby. And then there was another situation where she wasn't even pregnant, just saying that. So he would miss his window of moving on. Because when it's divine timing, if you don't take the call, if you don't move when you're supposed to move, and you are getting every intuitive nudge telling you it's time to move, you got to stay in that cycle with them. So I would try to tell her and warn her, and I told her too. I was like, let him know, because I know if his money is gonna end up being funny, because if he has those certain karmics, there were certain ones that was karmics that was manipulating the narrative behind the scene. If he had them in his energy, they was gonna make his money funny, because when a karmic is in your energy and God nudges you to let them go, that they no longer serve you and your path going forward, you take on their karma. You will end up having it affect your life if they're still regularly around you, because that's them hiding in your energy. Especially, put it this way, if you go to work and you go to a job, and technically us doing our work like this or having our awakenings and stuff, that's us following the job, our purpose that God has for us. So if we got somebody that's not even working for the company trying to get paid too, and the company's like, nah, they was trying to go against this whole company the whole time. They're not entitled to this inheritance, this fund, this abundance. People can end up losing. That's how people end up doing their destiny swaps and all of that, taking people's energy or hiding in people's energy, draining the life out of them until they can't do for themselves. That's how that works. I know. I let it happen to me temporarily until I woke up. But that's why, even though people would say, oh, Mimi, you're acting funny, you're acting strange, you don't be around. No. In order for me to stop being delayed, because I'm supposed to be in a partnership right now, but in order for me to stop being delayed and help the people that I was meant to help years ago, when I first started, there were certain people. You have to, why don't you type it in? I'm a healer, but right now I'm not allowed to do that. All I can do is give you like knowledge. Like, unless a person is ordained, they can mess up their whole life and lineage tapping into stuff they ain't supposed to be tapping into. And right now, that's not my path, unfortunately. Like I said a few seconds ago, I'm supposed to be in a partnership right now. So God is working on that right now, because it will happen before the end of this year. So until that, whether whoever God sends. If one is not ready, he's going to send me another one. So until that happens, that's who I'm actually supposed to be healing or helping to heal. And then I can help others heal. Right now, I'm only allowed to do my healing, helping others heal like this. So if you have a question or whatever like that, or you need help advice wise, because I got ideas for days, by all means, I got you. But, thank you. Everybody deserves the best. They just got to know that if God allows certain people or energies in their life, that obviously that's their match. And you feel me? Interrupt me. You didn't interrupt me. Ooh. I don't I don't I don't judge people. I judge whether or not, no. I make a choice according to where I'm headed in life, whether or not they can be in my life at that moment of my journey. Like, say for instance, and I'm going to use this hypothetical even though I haven't drunk in a while. Hypothetically, if I am a person that is struggling with drinking a lot, and at one time I was, it seemed like it until I reevaluated myself and I was like, no, I only drink when I go online, and that was every so often, so I wasn't drinking like that. But people would say that I was a drunk because every time they saw me online, I was drinking. You see the difference? So people will see me online, and that was the only time they saw me. So when they saw me online, I was drinking. But when I wasn't online, I wasn't drinking at all. You see the difference? So people got to understand that if someone is struggling with healing a certain part of them right at that moment, like say if it is drinking and they're working on their shadow self, say if it is sex, people do have sex addictions and all of that too. They gotta make sure they're not around temptation. If it's alcohol, they gotta make sure they're not around people that's drinking all the time, and so on and so forth. So if you need to cleanse your energy, get sage and Palo Santo. It comes in a pack together. You can order it from Walmart. And then, depending on what you need healing from or release from or whatever like that, look online and say what can help you with that. If you need a certain energy off you, if it's a certain type of person energy, whatever, I don't know your situation. You ask God. I don't understand why it's so hard for people to ask God. Don't you know, every time I ask Dad, I call Dad. I call God Dad. I call him Dad because a dad is supposed to protect you. A dad is supposed to guide you down the right path. Make sure you don't make the mistakes him and your mother possibly made. A dad will be there for you. Whether physically, they will be there energetically. And they will look out for you. So I asked Dad if something's really bothering me, if someone is trying to mess with my psyche. And I'm very sane. I just want to mention that. A lot of people didn't think that. People even asked me about my mental health before a couple years ago. And then I sat back and I thought about it. And I was like, so these same people is going to call me in my inbox on this app called the Line app. They're going to call me on the Line app. They're going to tell me that people were saying that they think I have mental health issues and all of this. And that's when I was first going through my spiritual awakening. So I was just by myself because I knew that I had to be in my own thoughts to figure certain things out. No one can help me go through it because everybody didn't know everything about me. There was only a select few that knew some things. So I'd be by myself, but people thought I was acting weird or whatever like that. That's because I knew they wasn't going to understand what I was going through at the time. And then the person that I thought was my best friend, like I said too, I started seeing her get rid of anything that she had that was considered spiritual. And then every time I would talk about it, it was almost like she would get irritated with it. So I stopped. Once I started moving in silence and stuff, what else do we have to talk about? I can't tell you all of my business. Who's complaining on TikTok? My TikTok's deactivated, so I ain't got that to worry about. See? I was literally just talking about that. If there's energy you got to clear up and it irritates you and it's none of your concern and it's drama that you don't need in your life from life already lifing, remove it. Ignore it. When God starts seeing you ignore drama, when he starts seeing you ignore the bullshit, he'll start making sure it can't even touch your energy. God will start making sure no matter how many times they try to call, the call won't go through. No matter how many people they try to send your way, they won't be able to get through. Because you're going to start seeing the bullshit yourself. And then your block list is going to be long as hell. And God's not even going to give them access. If anybody tries to come and attack you in like real life, because you already showed God from all your previous actions that you're ignoring the BS, they won't even make it to you to try to attack you. Trust me, I know. I do play Fortnite. My name on Xbox is I'm Royalty Itch. Be God gave you. Yeah, God did give us brains to use them. I need somebody to pick my brain, honestly, because I got a lot. I think real deep. And a lot of people, I have a lot of different perspectives of things. See, I guess I'm gonna be on a journey. It says child and journey. Let me see. So the wealthy man is a mature man. See? This is the match. So the privileged lady, that's the person in high honor right now, is having an ending because they're not getting the unexpected income that the mature woman is getting. Wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, she's giving the stink eye too. Hold on. Oh, that looks like Fortnite. What's your name on Fortnite? Oh, Cherry Dabs. It says Dad Poppy, but are you a girl or a guy? Watery depths. I wrote it down. Okay. I'm going to put this one to the side. And I'm going to try a different deck. Because I want to see if this is the same story with... That's your name, right? What y'all doing today? I was thinking about possibly going out. Thank you. God bless you too. See, that's another misconception about tarot readers and stuff. Yeah. You already know the vibes. I threw away a lot of stuff the other day to cleanse my energy for the new and stuff like that. And that's why I deleted the apps and stuff off my phone. Because I'm not playing with the rest of this year. I will have love. I will have a good Christmas. And I'm getting some booty, okay? But I want real love. I can't just have sex with anybody. People be going crazy over my energy. Can't have that no more. So I've been celibate for a minute. So... But I don't want to wait anymore. And I got some newfound information tonight, so I don't know what is what. I don't. But God said if I don't get my truth soon, He gonna force me to move on. He already showed me in my dream. So I'd be like, God, Dad, I'm like, you know I'm going to be obedient. But you know my heart too. But you know I'm going to be obedient. But you know my heart too. And I be saying that over and over again. People don't understand that if they just take a leap of faith, God's going to help them the rest of the way. I even wrote on my story on Insta earlier this morning. A loss is not a loss if you gain your happiness and your purpose. Because anyone that lives in a purpose is highly favored by the divine. They get the ultimate protection because they're doing what God wanted them to do. They're doing God's work also. And they're standing in their purpose. And their purpose is what is going to help people, the collective, their collective, men leaders of the world, whether it's a small community or not. People don't realize that you're supposed to sit back, do your inventory, do your work, elevate, see who can go with you or not at that time. But even if they can't at that time, you elevate. And then when you get your success, that's like what the stars do. You go back to your community and then you can help those that you couldn't help along the way because they didn't do the work to go on a journey with you. But you have to get there first. If they keep being selfish and holding you captive where they stuck at because they refuse to do the work, you're creating a ripple effect where you can't help all the people that you were supposed to help way before that, because they kept creating delay after delay after delay. And then what you think God gonna do to them? Because you fucking with his plans. You're messing with a lot of other people's lives when you delay what he wanted. You feel me? So you have to, and it do be hard. Like one of the hardest things was me bowing down and cutting my losses with my ex-husband, and because I was in it for love, but I'm guessing he wasn't. But then I realized, no, that was just lust, and I was young. But I still did it out of love, and I felt trapped. But I was like, if I stay here with him, it's gonna be bickering and fighting. I gotta worry about him cheating on me while I'm busting my ass. And the kids ultimately is not seeing what real love is. So then you're recreating generational curses and cycles, because then you're never really breaking the curses or cycles to show your children under you what real love is. So I had to switch my mindset in that instant. Yeah. I am. I I actually just moved here, like, was it 4 months ago? In June, I want to say. So, and then I started school after that. So, because I was like, if I want my businesses built on a solid foundation, I need to know all the legalities about it. I'm not trusting nobody's word. I mean. I think there's a reason why I said world. I'm not trusting nobody's word unless I really, really trust them. And I don't trust easy. That's why you won't see me just jumping in a partnership with just anybody unless I know them. But if they know me, trust and believe. It's no questions asked. I will let them lead, and I will build our legacy. Because I'm not all talk. Everything I said I was going to do, I at least tried it. Some of it I succeeded in it. I just put it on pause because of my move, and I was focused on other things because, like I said, I'm making sure I do everything in order. I could have went ahead and went on tour and do all the music stuff and all of that, but if I can't completely trust all of the people around me, why am I going to do that where I don't have? That's why I was supposed to, like I said, be in an actual partnership already, because we were supposed to be doing a business together and then helping our community with our success. And then that was supposed to be our divine protection together. So but it's okay. So let's see what story Spirit has for us. Sometimes these stories be wild, sometimes. So these are not tarot cards, they're not oracle cards, they're man bites dog. They look like, and then they got feds on the bottom. I already knew that was coming, but it got different. Wow. Wow. Let's see. Oh, shit. feeling told me this thing was down like that. Okay. I haven't seen him in years anyway, so I ain't worried about that. A Hearus. What about a Hearus? And I bet you the Hearus is like a crazy Hearus. Like I told you from these cards right before it. Literally said the ending of a privileged lady. And I was getting that too. That's probably why she's having an ending. Because she a little... Oh, thank you. I mean, I don't even like saying the word crazy. Some people, they just have, like the other person said, they need healing energy. Me confused because they want me to help my toxic mother because she's family. But she's still nah. That's what you gotta understand, Vintage. I love my mother to death, right? I love her. And I'm sure a lot of other people love their parents because they birthed them. But just like when we leave the nest to go to college, or when we leave the nest to start our own families and our relationship, they did their job. Whatever mistakes they made or whatever success they had with us, that was it. Ultimately, God is who we're supposed to follow. And He wants us to do right from wrong. And if they're toxic, think of it like this. Wise man. If you're a man, right? Normally men think logical too, but they are supposed to be learning with their heart. Because a wise man, see that spirit burp? A wise man thinks with both their heart and their mind. Thank you. They think with their heart and their mind. So you have to use your discernment and your intuition. You already said your answer right then and there. It doesn't matter what the family says. I had to tell my family too. I love them, but sometimes you gotta love people from a distance. And I'm not like specifically just talking about my family, because I have family in real life, but I have family in real life but online too, in multiple different communities. So when I say family, I just want to clarify, I have multiple different types of family. So I'm just going to say family in general, because family in general doesn't have to be blood. Family in general is how a person treats you. That is family. How a person treats you. So if you're telling me that they're dangerous and they're toxic and they're risking your life with their toxicity, or they're putting you in danger, that's not family, let alone a mother. So until they do their shadow work and they do healing, which most likely it's either adulthood healing or childhood trauma that they did not heal. Because a lot of us, our age range and all of that right now, I'll say from the 20s all the way to 50 something, we are a lot of our parents' karma, believe it or not. See, because of how some of our parents was acting before we was even here, and when we got here, God was like, all right, you want to act like that? I'm going to make your child my starseed or my earth angel or my chosen one. And if they take that purpose, if they take that call, because we do have free will, but if they take that purpose and that call, I'm going to make sure they protect it. But I'm also going to make sure that they speak their truth, to make sure they break every generational curse and cycle in that family lineage, so they can reach their Akashic records, so they can be entitled to their family inheritance. Family inheritance is not just money. Family inheritance is the gifts and the knowledge to even break set cycles, to do certain things, to heal certain things within the family. Some family members from the past could not do it. I just seen that. So you have to be mindful of who you let in your energy. Just, all right, do me a favor. You said you want healing. You want your energy stop being messed with. All right. First of all, like Dad Poppy said, you need to sit by yourself and check your inventory. When we say check your inventory, that means to sit back and hermit. That means away from people, places, and things. Unless you're in your room, in your bubble, in your house, or you go take a walk, do stuff on your own. And then reevaluate every single person that's close to you and not close to you. Are they good for your life going forward? I'm not talking about your life now, because you're supposed to be thinking ahead. You're supposed to be planning ahead. Make you a vision board. Whatever you want forward, do you see that person right now in their current energy going with you to that new beginning? Are they acting accordingly? Are they trying to compromise? Are they willing to work with you? Exactly. If they really love you and if they are really family, they will be there when you're done with your transformation. They will be there when you're able to come back. Think of it as you going getting shipped off in the military. Think of it as you taking a job in another area and you have no choice but to leave the nest. Why you think some people don't progress, especially celebs in the industry and stuff, they don't progress until they leave the nest. Some people do not progress until they leave the nest. Because as long as you stay around those people, family or not, as long as you stay around them, they're going to keep judging you from the past things you did. And they're going to have you in your head all the time. And that's going to fuck with your energy. And then you're not going to be able to get out of your head long enough to think about your next move. And that's what they want, because they don't want you to progress. Thank you. So you have to clear your mind, body, and soul, meaning clear your energy. If you want to clear your energy, that we are energy. We are energy. Take any disruptive energy out of you and your surroundings. Show the true colors to me in September. Yeah, because that's when it was happening. And they're going to continue doing their last efforts right now. I want to say yesterday, Halloween was the last day. Because shit's about to be even more crazy. And that's why it's divine timing right now. Because God said, if y'all don't move now, you're going to be stuck in that same cycle with all that toxicity. That's something you got to talk to God about, because I'm telling you, now is not the time to be playing. That's why a lot of people, this is like the pre-Mercury retrograde. So there's like 3 weeks before and then 3 weeks after. Meaning there's communication issues and all of that. But there's going to be a lot of people in like desperate mode, trying to do crazy shit. And now's not the time to be taking no chances with nobody that you don't know for sure. If you already seen them cross you, nah. If they didn't, and not someone that you see as light that you can trust, them and their energy might be a safe bet. But you need to check your inventory, and you're the only one that can do it. I can't tell you to do that. I read energy when I'm like talking to the person, and I could feel you right now. You're mad anxious. So I want you to think about my word I made. I made a word called rememberize. Remember all your different memories separately. So you can remember if you did good or bad with it, and how not to go through it again if it was bad. Like, switch how you handle the situation. You know? Think before you speak or act. Don't be impulsive, because you can make a mistake that can risk your whole life. I thank you for that. Honestly, I don't think you can handle me. Not many can handle me. Yeah, they're gonna bring her back to you. That's, if they know your weakness right now, it's no hold bars. They're gonna try everything under the sun to get you, and that's what the energies was a lot. Watch, it's gonna be mother this and mother that and mother figure and all of that. You say that, but I'm in my season of I don't take I don't listen to words. You gotta show me action. So unless you can physically be present in my life, those words ain't gonna matter to me right now. I'm beyond words. Plus my love language is physical touch. Physical. So I learned that about myself. I already got the mental and all of that on lock, and I ain't doing long distance no more. So if my person's not here with me, like, why you think I just shut down my social medias and stuff? I'm not dating anyone right now. I am single and I am celibate, but right before I started this live, I just deactivated all of my accounts because I'm not doing social media like that unless it's me doing this. I want to be in the present moment. Yeah, you say that. You know how much rest I had all this time? I've been resting and checking my inventory and being celibate and single and not moving around like that, like out and about. You know how much energy I got in reserves? Do you? I don't think you do. 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 Not one bit. Ooh. It says, here is crazy. Tells on. What? I'm just saying. I mean, I don't say it to get freaky, but I'm a very blunt person. And even though I'm an earth angel and I'm an empress, and people always think, oh, empress gotta have money, blah, blah, blah. Nah. That's why God makes sure I got everything I need. Never said I didn't need or want a man, but I made sure that I'm stable. So even if my man didn't have, when I get one, we still gonna have a roof over our head. And I'm still gonna be working on building these businesses. And he ain't gonna have to worry about shit. Like if my man came here right now, he won't have to worry about nothing because I will have the food and all of that covered. Like, you don't have to have $1 million to be an empress or emperor. That's how a lot of people get in trouble, because they be thinking about the money part of it. You know? my energy is all of that. My energy brings that. When I was on the app Star Maker, someone tried to holla at me. I know he was sent in because the two last names he told me, which was one started with a B, which was Brown, and then the other one was with a W. Now the Brown one, I told him when he told me those two last names, and then when he told me what all his people was, I was like, I bet. And the first time I even talked to him on live, I was like, you know my people? And he was like, huh, what? I was like, do you know my people? You just told me two last names. That's all of his people. And I said, I don't mess with the family. Like, if I messed with him, I'm not messing with the family. I'm not that one. And he was like, nah, it's not like that. I don't even know who you're talking about. I was like, I bet. And then I just, as the time passed, because we was only friends, still only friends. I've been single. But he tried to talk to me. And I was trying to get other people to stop being in my inbox. So I would just talk to him to where it looked like something was going on, but it wasn't nothing going on like that. He wanted more to go on, but I told him that I was in love with someone else and that couldn't go on. And he just kept pushing the topic or whatever, and then even tried to go get a ticket to come here. And I was like, well, I hope you better get your money back because you're not coming here to see me. And I moved after that. I was like, fuck that. I was like, you can't just be like, unless I sent you my Addy, unless I sent you my location, don't pull up on me. And I only sent my location to one person. So my family don't even know where I stay right now. I think only my mother and my brother, if that. My family don't have my address. I don't play that. And my mother and my brother don't be on social media. I don't play that. But anyway, so I was like, long story short, I only talked to him as a friend, only for like, I want to say maybe a couple months, not even, because it was on and off, here or there. But like him popping up in my lives like how y'all are. And then right before I basically ghosted him, because he wasn't getting it, like after he told me about the ticket, I was like, nah. I was like, I ain't even been with him, and he was getting the ticket already. I mean, I know he was trying to show me he was serious, but I was like, nah. I was, thank you. I was like, nah, something still don't feel right, and I trust my intuition. Plus, where he said his people was, which was Memphis, Tennessee, and Texas, and Chicago, and Cali. I was like, and then the names I was hearing, I was like, I know y'all got sent in. I know you got sent in from my ops that wanted to make it look like we was talking, so the person that I love will hear about it because y'all got the same family members. I know the family. I said I already seen what happened right before you came into my life, and you talking about the girl's name of your sister is his step, I mean half sister's name, who was with. I was like, no. I was like, no, thank you. I said I'll do, and then, but just like I did with my ex best friend too. Right before I left, and I did the ghosting thing, I was like, here's a business plan. I gave them both full blown, like, you could do this and that, and you do it this way, and you get the LLC, and you can go get your PPP loan or whatever, or you can go get the grants for it, and then this is how you can do the certain thing. You start off with making this, and then you make this, and then you can start building a business on here, and I'll even help you promote it on the social medias and stuff like that. And I gave him all the business thing, and he said he was waiting for a while on his even executing his business plan. It was like a couple years or something like that. But then he told me, I don't know if it's true, But he had told me, I don't know if he was trying to like suit me up or think I was gonna be one of those chicks that was after money. But I think he did it as like a test. But I'm not that type. I can't stand money. Honestly, I I have to have it to live, but I could deal with the bare minimum. I can make $1 out of 15 cents. Put it that way. I can stretch my ish because I don't care about money. But anyway, I motivated him, and then we took a day off from talking, and then the next day he went to the bank. Well, I guess the day we wasn't talking, he went to the bank, and then he called me the next day and said he got the loan for 250,000 so he could start his business. And I was like, see, now you straight. And then he was like, so can you start it up there, up north, and then I'll come up there and I'll go back and forth, and I'll bring my baby mom up there with the babies. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. See, I'm a girl angel, but I got common sense, okay? No, I'm not going to put all my good angel energy into it when I'm not in an actual partnership with you and I just met you and I run the business and I build the business and I'm working and doing all of that and stuff. And then you just getting a check off of me. The person that I build with is going to be my person, because we're going to build a legacy and an empire. Because when I plan long term. It won't be nothing fast. It won't be, it will work out because I'm not making a plan B, which means I'm never going to stop on plan A. Oh, thank you. Hey, sis. I was like, nope, I don't. I'm not making a plan B because I won't be making I won't be making a plan B because I'll only have plan A. What you doing up this early? You got work? Here is crazy. Here is crazy. Have a good day. Tells on. Tells on a lady. Oh, wait a minute. That's upside down. Oh, okay. My bad. I had to flip those up. Alright, that's good. Oh, you already know, sis. You already know. Oh. Look. So it says, here is crazy. So crazy here is tells on a bored convict lady. Like that. Wait, what math? Wait, I don't think I seen it. Did I miss something? Hold on, I'm gonna have to scroll up. And vintage, you're not crazy, because if you can recognize that you're being gaslit, if you can recognize that they're toxic, that their energy, when you're around people, no matter who it is, and you start getting this like queasiness in your stomach and you don't feel right and you might get a little bit lightheaded, you probably ain't supposed to be around them. Unless you know for certain that's just how you feeling that day. That means most likely they can be like an energy vampire, or they can be draining your energy. Don't you know people can drain your energy just by giving you a handshake, or giving you a hug or whatever, or being around you, like in the physical? That's why you'll see certain people, if they had like their certain awakening or whatever like that, they'll like be like, respect my personal space. That is a real thing. So you have to protect your energy. That is what's going to help cleanse your energy, by setting firm boundaries. Protect your energy. Anybody on toxicity or bullshit, you don't let them in your energy. Period. You are single? How old are you? How old do you think I am? You're lucky we can't message on here either, because I saw that message before. I still ain't forget about that message that you wrote, talking about you was chilling with me earlier. Yeah, I ain't forget about that message. Energy draining. Let's get it on. It's called leaving vintage. That is your time to leave. Because believe it or not, the energy that I picked up the other day, watch my reading, I want to say either before this or the one before that one. Because I want to say the mother energy came up. Oh, okay. So I got 5 years on you. The mother energy was coming up. Or, well, it was either mother figure, like a friend or something that might be older than you or whatever, or just acts like a mother figure to you, or it was a baby mother, or someone that was a mother, like they was a mother and they're a friend, so they're just giving you advice or whatever. Like, so there was different energies in that one. 5 older. You're not 5 older. I'm 40. I'm 5 older. Um, no, I don't see it. Um, I'm trying to scroll up, but view message. Nah, I don't see it. Oh, yeah, I'm 5 older, and I'll be 41 in May. A lady convict falls for. You know what? I don't even want to do these cards. These cards is not these cards. I want to do the pull-out cards. I feel like y'all need the mystery basket. $20. So inside this, I got a whole bunch of messages. Ooh, all of these. And guess what fell out? So I'm going to keep it. Secret accounts. So Someone's making secret accounts to spy. I wonder. The cards never lie. Just because I don't say all the time or make assumptions doesn't mean I don't know. Leave today after I get some rest. Be careful. I don't know. There's another thing going on in the energy. I know it doesn't mean that with everybody, but there was something going on in people's energies with masculines getting their inheritance messed with because of family. So be careful, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna point it towards y'all, and I'm gonna pick it up from behind, and then it's not. Don't do me like that. Whatever. It just looks short because my sleeve ain't down. And this is a lot of cards, and I'm trying to make sure they don't come out. Alright, I'm done. Also, in the comments, y'all put some names down so I can add y'all's name to the name basket. Or anybody's name. If you don't want your name, just give me more names to add, because I need to add more names to the name basket. Everybody's saying hit them up. How am I supposed to hit y'all up? We can't send messages on here. Y'all write in the comments when the video is over. And please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that that bell notification so you can not miss all my lives, because I'm about to be real active, you feel me? So we're starting it off with secret account. So someone got secret accounts and they watching and they hoping and they praying, as they should. You're supposed to have hope. And you're supposed to... I thought I felt a little naked. Hold on. Cannot not have my... I miss my ring. All right. We got love was just the word until you came along and gave it meaning. Backstab, pain, cheating, deception, mind games, love bomb. Vintage, that's probably a little bit of what you're going through, honestly. You feel like it's a little bit backstabbing type thing going on because you know that your family, you're saying, is playing mind games with you. And that's why I said people got to understand they got to stop listening to what other people say. I don't care if it's family. I don't care if you always value their judgment or not. If you know for a fact they're not going to understand your spirituality, your growing, your need to know about the changes in you, because they're not going through the same life lessons as you. It might be similar experiences, but you made different choices, which is why you're able to understand that they're doing mind games on you, that they're messing with you, that they're projecting onto you, that they're having a codependency and some even being narcissists. You're realizing it, so you already have your answer. When you go against it, that's why it hurts. When you go against your intuition, that's why it hurts. Because once you know, you can't unknow. And because you know for a fact that it's wrong what they doing, but they still doing it and you're allowing it, that's why it's hurting. You have to learn to let go. That's when it becomes a you lesson, not a lesson for them. They gonna keep doing it because you keep allowing it. When you let go, you're teaching them how to treat you. And if they don't treat you how you want to be treated, you can love them from a distance. You don't have to hate them. You don't have to wish ill will on them, so you don't get no karma or no bad juju or whatever you want to call it, because it's law of attraction. Whatever you give out, you're going to get back. So you don't have to wish ill will on them. You can love them and check on them and call them or whatever. Say, I love you from a distance, but they can't be in your energy or you're going to continue to hurt. Exactly. You got to show them otherwise. See, literally the next card says, it's time for me to heal now. And that's what I was talking about. You going in hermit mode where you're by yourself. Like a hermit crab. You know how they go in their shell? And they do self-reflecting and they do all they got to do. And then they can come out back to the world. It's time for you to heal now. You need to go in hermit mode and check your inventory. Cut your grass and see if there's any snakes in the grass and see if anybody can go with you on your new journey since you're growing and evolving. Next one. I am starting to understand our connection. Which you are, understanding your connection with your peoples. And now you're over here getting tarot readings. And then this one says, I wasn't ready for a commitment. Some people don't be ready until they take a leap of faith. Sometimes that's how it happens. And sometimes right away, as soon as you take a leap of faith, if it was really impulsive, then that's when you figure out that it was a mistake. But the longer you stay in the mistake, the more you hurt. the more you're going to get hurt, the more you're going to create more karmic debt, the longer you stay in a situation that you should not be in, until you get trapped in another soul tie cycle for 7 to 10 years, possibly. Normally it says 7 to 10 years, but where there's a will, there's a way. If you ask God, and if you actually take the leap of faith, showing him that you want the change and that you're standing on business about saying you want the change, not letting nothing, no interference come in between that, then he's going to help protect you while you go for your new beginning. Because some are meant to be a star. I actually did a voice recording about being a star. Some people don't realize that you don't. For instance, with me, even though I've been through stuff in life, I've been bullied and everything, dealt with narcissists and everything, me dealing with that, and I'm not just talking about men, I'm talking about females as well. Me dealing with that, I used to be upset. I was like, well, why me? But why? But why? And then I had to think back to when I first started my awakening, and I did ask God. I was like, well, I want to help people. In order for me to be able to help people, I had to go through a lot of different things and pass those tests to be able to help them through it. Which is why when people say they about to try to destiny swap with me or take what's meant for me, that's why they get a lot of hell from my angels and ancestors when they try to take what I did the work for. If you can't skip lessons. You can't skip to the front of the line and just be there to grab and steal it and be a thief. Don't work like that. If anything, it's going to cause you adjudication, poverty, and imprisonment for trying to mess with a divine being's inheritance. And that's what it's called. Whatever we work towards, and we didn't hurt nobody, we didn't down nobody to get there. Anyone that tries to mess with that, you're messing with God's plan. You're not messing with the actual person. Psychoanalyze people and get... Exactly. Even my doctor before told me I should be a mental health advocate. Because I did it getting through like all my traumas and stuff. I seen I was present for a lot. Yeah. I'm actually, well, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. But just know, I know better. Because people be down in therapists, not realizing I believe everybody, especially our age range and community, should have one. It's healthy, because then that person is not in your family to tell you things that will benefit them instead of what's in your best interest. They give you a biased answer to your questions. They actually try to help because that's their job. Hopefully you get a really good one. You can't always depend on asking friends and family, because say for instance you're successful, and that's what a lot of people is trying to go for right now. If you're successful, if there's anything that they can gain from you, they might mean you well a little bit, but then they still might mean them well. Pop the question. And you see that was right on top the whole time. If you want to run it back, you can see it again. But the question says pop the question. And it literally says right after that, my family and friends didn't want us together. And they was the karmic lesson. That is one of the hardest lessons to learn in life. Between childhood trauma, it's karmic lesson. I mean, it's family and friends. Being able to let them go. Some of them permanently, and some is only temporarily for you to heal. How that other card said, it's time for healing now. A lot of people's on their self-love journey. When they say self-love journey, that means they're not going to be around the same people all the time, because they have to go out exploring new areas to find themselves. Well, like I said, there's only one way to handle that, and you would have to get to me. I told you, anyone I talk to going forward, and I'm not talking to anyone right now, I just want to make that clear. I have friends or associates. I'm not talking to anyone on a romantic level that's reciprocating that energy. Put it that way. Anyone that's reciprocating that energy, I'm not talking to on that level. This one says, I wish I had been able to give you my heart. It's as simple as giving your heart. I know a lot of females from back in the day, and males for that matter. And that's probably why I don't have a lot of friends. Because me being in a man's role, me never being able to have a man provide for me or take care of me, willingly or asking, because I never asked one to, but they never did it either. I know what a man goes through. So for a woman to try to trap them for their hard-earned money, or to keep their heart from real love when they're playing them behind the scenes. What's he say on Family Guy? That really grinds my gears. I don't like that. And that's when my tongue gets a little reckless, because I speak up for myself. And then there's a lot that will throw stones and hide their hands because they can't say it to my face. And depending on where we are, I won't say it out of respect for the person's area I'm at. But I don't like that. I don't have a man. I'm single. I am single. No ring. I'm in my bedroom. I'm on the phone with y'all. Been out here for 104 minutes. Y'all ain't heard my phone go off. It's not on Do Not Disturb. It is 6:19 a.m. on the East Coast. So I promise you, I don't have a man until they call me up and say, I'm your man, and what we doing next, and I say, okay, daddy, lead me, and I know he can actually lead me, until that happens, Mimi's single. What do you mean? Yes, I can cook. What did I cook tonight? Last night, before my live I was on, I cooked barbecue chicken. I boiled it first, and then I put it in the oven. And then I had mixed veggies and Parmesan sauced potatoes and green beans mixed with it. I didn't want to do too much crazy stuff last night. The night before that, we had pollock, which is like cod fish. I fried that, and we have French fries and an angel hair pasta. I do different stuff. Of course, I would have to cook. I gotta feed my babies. It's just me. I literally just told you I'm single. So if I'm single, and it's just me and my babies, because I do have babies, but they're not babies. I just call them my babies. But they're 22 and 21 and 15. So I don't have no babies. But I like babies. So anyone I'm with, they babies is my babies. I just keep pressing buttons. My bad. Always be a doormat until I realize. Same here, vintage. But that shit's over. Nah. Sometimes it be us too. We can't blame it on them. Sometimes they trigger it in us, vintage. Like for real, for real. Like, nah, we can't blame it on the man. Mm-mm. That be us too. I'm not even gonna hold you. First of all, think about what you said. You knew better with everything you said you was going through with the family. Now, if you're watching tarot readings, you know about evil eye and energy exchange and all of that. So, think about it like this. If you are allowing family and friends to walk all over you like a doormat, if you're allowing them to do that in your energy, you're showing the universe, even if you don't believe in God, I believe in God, but you're showing the universe and God and your angels that that's what you're allowing and that's what you're tolerating. And then when you tolerate it, they can't block it from your energy because you're allowing it. You're not saying, no, I won't stand for that, and standing 10 toes down on it, no matter how hard it hurts at first. You got to stand 10 toes down on it and ignore the BS. When you give in, you're allowing that energy back in your energy. So then you're going to start attracting those type of men. We have to do better if we want better. Yeah, one of my exes brought out some dark stuff. This was when I was 17 and under 20 now. I'm a past. It's me like, yeah, I know that feeling. My ex as well. He used to think demons was trying to sleep with me in my sleep. But, and he used to study Wiccan and stuff. I saw some of the stuff that, but I really didn't pay attention. I used to be so tired from work because I was a groomer for over 15 years, a dog groomer. So I used to be so tired from work that by the time I got home, I was out. And I would just wake up and he'll be staring at me or whatever, or playing a game, or got his legs crossed around me or something like that, because he was in too deep with all of that. Learning hypnosis and everything. That's why mind games and shit like that don't phase me or work on me. I've seen everything everyone has tried to do and manipulate, and I'm like, oh yeah, really? And some of it, I let it pass, but that was my own fault because I wanted to be oblivious to it, because I wanted to see the good in everybody. And then I was in disbelief. I was like, I know they didn't just try that on me. And I was like, wait a minute. Did they? And then I was like, hold up. Nah, I'm tripping. But nah, it was true. Right. Poppy, I said I got 3. How many you got? Cheated all the time. No, it's fine, Vintage. We live and learn. Is that right? Oh, you work a lot. It says, will you answer if I call or text? Expect the bag. People don't understand, if they're just obedient to Dad, God, He gonna make sure you straight. Ooh, my ringing in my ear is crazy right now out of nowhere. Options. You just gotta make sure you don't got a lot of stuff going on in your energy. Options, you gotta make a choice. Having options ain't gonna keep none of your stuff. Humbled. Says they put a spell on me. I know my person's probably thinking that I put a spell on them, but I didn't. I don't do spells. And spells only work on me if I was low vibrational, and I'm not. Not right now. Before, they was touching me a little bit, but like the spell work, but it don't affect me right now. I might get like a little sniffle or something like that, but that's just about it. Elastic with stuff. Why we split? He says he doesn't deserve me, and that I shouldn't love someone like him. He has. Ooh, that's loud. Hold on, let me see what this is saying. Because that is high pitched right now. What does high pitched ringing in my left ear mean spiritually? All right. Spiritually. Okay. I kind of figured that anyway. Oh, okay. Clairaudient. Spiritual awakening. So there's a few different meanings. It can be spiritual imbalance, which means you need to spend more time on spiritual practices, which I'm already doing anyway. It can mean spiritual warning. You may need to be careful about who you trust. Negative energy. You may be surrounded by negative people, objects, or spaces. Negative things being said about you. You should be wary of who you trust. Losing control. You may be losing control and need to reevaluate your path, which is not that. It's not. It's probably negative things being said about me. They're always negative things, but I don't care. Clairaudience. It could be a sign of developing clairaudient ability, which is the ability to receive spiritual messages and intuitive messages. Or it could just be because I always have my freaking headphones on blast. But it just came out of nowhere and I don't have my headphones in, so. All right, so like I was just telling you, it says they put a spell on me. And don't you realize manipulation, like mind manipulation, trying to coerce you into doing something you don't want to do and all the other stuff because you already know you don't want to do it, and that's why you're frustrated and saying you want your energy cleared. It's literally saying move on, which I already told you. It's time to move on. Thank you. It says you are the only one that understands me. You are the only one that understands me. And then love spell again. So yeah, someone definitely, people don't understand if someone's actually protected from, like if they're earth angel or starseed or chosen or whatever, or say they're supposed to be in a certain divine union or whatever like that, and God's orchestrating it and it's divine timing and stuff like that. Spell work. Actually, a couple weeks ago, when the last moon was, the last moon or whatever was, all the spiritual warfare had stopped anyway. So if the spiritual warfare had stopped, anyone that was on the right side of karma, if anyone tried to attack them with spell work, it wasn't going through. It was returning to sender because they wasn't supposed to be messed with. God only let it happen for so long because he wanted to see how they was going to act and react. But when the spiritual warfare was over and God called down to the devil and said, look, tell your minions to back off. Whatever your people try to send their way, you return it to them. That's why a lot of people is, if they stop sending the spell work, they won't get any backfires. That's how it works. And spell work is not just spells with herbs and stuff. It's not just doing incantations and all of that with people. People be messing with voodoo dolls, and they got to make sure that they do their research. If you're going to have like a hitman type like that, that's going to be trying to put a hit out on somebody or something like that, because that's literally trying to put like death magic on somebody. It would be wise to make sure that person is not anointed or has a bigger purpose that's beyond them. Like right now, the stuff I wanted to do with my life is not what I'm doing right now. I'm doing what God wants me to do right now. So sometimes, depending on the call we took, and that's why all my ops can't get to me like that, because I'm not being selfish. I'm being selfless. I'm helping others, because in return, it's going to help those I love, if that makes sense. I see what's going to happen in the future through my dreams. One dream I caught a snake by the back of the head. That's crazy. There was some other readers saying some people was having dreams about snakes. My dream I didn't have was about a snake. My dream, my most recent dream, it was kind of showing me different masculines that I never really had like a relationship with, but that's who they was in the dream. I don't know what they was doing. It was like they was congregating or arguing or whatever, I guess you could say. And then I had another dream where I heard clear as day, like damn near almost, like kind of woke me up out my dream, but all I heard was, she's getting half of everything. I don't care what y'all say. And by the end of it, I don't know if he said all, but I think he said, because it was a male voice. And I was riding in a car with some other people. One was like an official person. I don't know if it was like a lawyer or whatever like that. And then the other person, I don't know who the other person was. And they was bringing me somewhere because I had to go somewhere with them to be able to sign the paperwork for whatever I was supposed to be doing. So, I don't know. I haven't either, vintage. But yeah, y'all be careful with that spell work. Make sure you take your spiritual baths. You have your sage and your Palo Santo. Make sure you're eating right and you're drinking a lot of water. Make sure you are getting your proper rest if you can help it. Because when you sleep, you heal. Your sleep is what heals you. When you stay up a lot thinking, that's why you're not healing. And if you are, any of you are really in a toxic situation, you need to leave it. God will help you figure it out after that, but you need to leave it, because from what I was seeing in the other readings and stuff too, it's going to put some people in the ground if they keep staying in those situations for convenience and comfortability, and they know they were supposed to have been left. They're going to wear themselves literally all because they didn't want to give up. Like I said, sometimes a loss is not a loss if you're gaining your happiness and your purpose. Firestorm, like I was saying. So this love spell and stuff might end up causing a firestorm because it's going to backfire. Karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown, a firestorm. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Love. If you do it with love, and obviously you're already saying there's no love there, so why are you there? You can't say it's fake love. You know that saying, the grass isn't always greener on the other side? I plan on sleeping to return to sender. Yeah. You know that saying where it says, the grass is greener on the other side, right? Or that saying, the grass is greener where you water it. So if the grass is greener where you water it, right? If the grass is greener where you water it, doesn't the grass have to be real? Because if it's that fake grass, like the grass that the little dogs can pee on in the house or whatever like that, or how people be making artificial grass. If they make fake grass and you water it, it's not going to grow. It's fake. It's not real. It's not long lasting. So it's just going to stay the same. It's going to be no growth there. Yeah, it's going to be no growth there. How can you grow where the foundation is not real? Exactly. And this one says, I'm afraid of commitment. People got to learn to start being comfortable being uncomfortable. I feel unworthy of your love. That energy has been a lot. I don't like that energy. A lot of people that have been coming in all my lives, whether on here, whether on Smule and other apps, everybody's talking about they don't feel unworthy. How can you not love yourself? How can you not think you're awesome? Thank you. I couldn't face the truth. I'm single. I told y'all I'm single. I didn't say I wanted to be, but I am. I'm going to call or text you soon. Shocking news. That's probably going to be shocking for some people. A little bit. I'm not going to stay on much longer. I had a long day yesterday. Kind of, sort of. Drunk in love. I don't feel financially stable enough to commit to this connection right now. For all of you out there, if your person doesn't like money like that, say for instance, it was me. I'm going to use me as an example because I don't know everybody's situation out there, right? I went from having money to not having money to having money, vice versa. Like, everybody has ups and downs with money. So it's nothing for me to get it because I always got it on my own anyway, the legal way. I worked my ass off since I was 16. I done worked everywhere from bowling alley and the snack bar to Marshall's to on the border Mexican restaurant. Then I was dog grooming for over 15 years, making around or over $60,000 a year. Then I worked at Walmart in the deli in the meat department. I was a department manager there. I am. So, but then I started realizing that I'm not meant to work for nobody else. I'm meant to have my own shit. Don't. It's going to catch up to you. That's why people really got to realize whatever they do, whatever they do in the dark is going to come to the light. So if you don't want it to come back to bite you later, then don't do it. Okay? You don't want to go to jail. And obviously you saying that right now, that's a generational cycle you're supposed to be breaking. Now, if you have it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I got family members that have it. There's nothing wrong with that. If you need that so you can treat it, so you can get better, then do that. There's nothing wrong with having that. That makes you no less than the rest of us. What's in my mind? A lot. I'm actually thinking about my future while I'm talking to y'all. I'm thinking about how I wish sometimes I can just snap my fingers and teleport and appear where I'm needed the most and help. I wish that I can just snap my fingers and teleport to my forever person and them just give me a hug. And then we save the world one person at a time, one group at a time. And have fun while we do it. So, those are normal. A lot of people be making them sound bad. Not all of them are bad. The ones that are untreated, the people that don't deal with it the proper way, how I told you earlier in the reading, there's good and bad in everything. It can be bad if you don't take care of yourself. You know how some of those certain medicines and stuff be saying don't drink and smoke and all of that with it. But yet people will still do it and abuse it. And then they wonder why their mind, their mental is unhinged. They'll wonder why they don't remember stuff, or they mess with the chemical balance of their brain because they have that medicine already mixing in them. And then they'll drink or do the exact thing it tells them not to do. Yeah, funny puppy. So yeah, if this was me and it says I don't feel financially stable enough to commit to this connection right now. If my person came to me with no money and God showed me that was my person, I would still take them with open arms. If my person had stuff, but their family kept threatening to take it to where they have nothing if they came towards me, if their family tried to threaten them with blackmail or whatever, because that's what people will do all over finances. Trust me, if they actually took a leap of faith, because I already took my leap of faith, I'm just here waiting for what God has next for me. If they actually took the leap of faith, here's how this gonna run down. So let me school you in real quick how it works. When it comes to finances, when it comes to inheritance for the person that worked towards it, and then there's other family members or friends that's trying to steal it. When they try to steal it, they're racking up karma and racking up karma. And dad's like, oh, you really gonna do that to my baby? Okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit more room to see if you're gonna try to fix it up. And if you don't, judgment, bet. So then dad is gonna handle them. And while dad's handling them, he's going to make sure while he's setting his baby's table for them to be together and build their empire and their legacy, And he's building their table and saying that the ones that was attacking them cannot come to sit at their table. He's going to then have them watch while they're in poverty for trying to steal his baby's inheritance and what was meant for them because they did the work. He's going to have them in poverty watching his babies at their table. And what's that other card said? They're going to have to get humbled real quick. Yeah, I'm here. You don't see me? You don't see me? Oh. Queen of Pentacles. You speak to me through music. Narcissist. Invisible. I feel like I am invisible to you. Perhaps it's in my head. I think a lot of men be having that issue. They be thinking that the woman's not paying attention to them when really she is. Really, it's the other way around. They don't be paying attention to her, which is why they don't notice her paying attention to them. And it says, but this is what I am getting from you, so I ghosted you. Truth Hurts by Lizzo. There's some kind of information in those lyrics. Good Witch, Warlock. King of Swords. Nah, not all women. But that's where the disconnect comes from. If you don't pay attention to your person, how are you going to know what your person needs and wants? That's the problem. You can pay attention without being up their ass, but still paying attention. Like, for instance, say I had a man and we was both in the music industry, and he got his own work and stuff to do, entertaining and whatnot, and I got my own stuff to do, entertaining and whatnot. We, being in a healthy relationship, setting firm boundaries with those around us, would not be letting others around us distract us from each other. We will both be making sure each other feels special over anyone else around or in our energy. Otherwise, I ain't your person and they ain't my person. If I'm not my person's number one fan and he's not treating me like a queen, he's treating every other female around him way better, then why even be in that energy? So how you said not all women pay attention to their man, that's toxic behaviors. That's another thing that is a general curse to break. Again, I'm saying you don't have to be up your person's behind, but you don't ignore them either, playing those tit for tat games. That's toxic behavior that we learned from past family members before us. And that's what I was talking about. You're not supposed to stay in a relationship because of the children, because then you teach the children those toxic behaviors. you teach the children that they have to be queen petty and king petty and go back and forth when they're in an argument instead of having an adult conversation and working through their shit. No, just, I'm speaking facts. I am far from perfect. And because I know that, and because I self-reflect and I evaluate myself, because I got nothing but time on my hands right now, I'm trying to make sure that I am in tune with myself to know how to explain to my future person how to love me. And then because I already asked the same questions to myself on what I love and what I don't love, I'm able to ask them when I get with them to learn them so I can love them how they want to be loved. It says, don't rush me when I'm just trying to protect you from drama. Listen here, whoever that's for, because that sounds way too familiar. Anyone that has an issue with control, I think this is for them. It says, don't rush me when I'm trying to protect you from drama. Yes, feminines, sometimes your masculines will be trying to protect you from drama, and vice versa. Because it gets very, very hard and sticky in the situation where you want to make sure they're in the loop and you want to protect them if you might hear drama about them or whatever like that. But if they keep it from you, what they're failing to realize, which is why they have to be humbled and have that ego and pride death. I'm not saying it, the cards are saying it, but these is right here. Because even though they're leading, they still have to inform their queen of any drama. Because if they don't inform her while he's handling what he got to handle, how is she supposed to know who to watch out for if he doesn't warn her that there's said drama ahead? You feel me? It's called communication. Communication is key and it's needed. Compromise, like I said. Compromise. You have to talk. X factor was in the reverse, meaning X is not an issue anymore. You are the best thing that has happened to me. Surveillance. Someone's watching someone. As always. That's why I'd be like, fuck it. I'm just going to put on the show. Why not? Bloodline. People don't realize that there's certain people out here. There's certain people out here that they got royal blood in their bloodline. And me saying this, some people will say, oh, you cocky, blah, blah. No, people don't understand. Sometimes I stay away too for their protection. Because say my light irritates some people's demons. If my light irritates some people's demons because I'm all bubbly and high-spirited and stuff, if they give me an evil eye where I'm at right now, it can harm them because my ancestors don't play about me. And I don't want them to get hurt or anything like that because they're evil eyeing me unintentionally or they don't know no better. Like, I don't wish bad on nobody. I want people to heal. So if they did hurt me, they don't hurt nobody else again like they hurt me. I want you to heal. Fake busy. Doppelganger copycat. I warned her ass a couple years ago. We do. We do. Queen bee. Secure confidence, boss bitch, career focus. I told you my name. I'm royalty itch. I am as in man, R as in rover, O as in octopus, Y, A, L, T as in Tom, Y, ITCH. Because I couldn't put the B in front of it because of Halo purposes. Because I had that name since Halo 2 from Xbox. And you know when you used to drop down Master Chief and try to teabag your opponent after you kill him, you used to run up on their dead body and teabag them. And it says, you was killed by. And mine was like, I'm royalty edge. Aww. Exactly. I like Halo. I like Fortnite. I like Titanfall. I like Gears of War. And I like Call of Duty. I like those type of games. This is in reverse. Well, actually, I'm seeing this two ways. So it says, I'm still in love with her. But I feel like someone told someone else they're still in love with the collective. So I think the person, the masculine, that is with that privileged lady already, the one he's already with, or the one he just ended it with because it said there was an ending. So whoever he was with that he ended it with, that was the privileged lady. I think it ended because he said he was still in love with somebody else. That's how I'm seeing that one. And then this one says, I feared getting my heart broken again. Don't we all? That's why I was so guarded. And I did a lot of healing. And I'm not scared anymore. I'm like beyond ready. I put a lot of stuff on hold purposely. First of all, I was focusing on my health and everything because I had a cancer scare and everything. So I was focusing on my health and everything. And then I was moving and stuff. And I was trying to figure out my next plan and stuff. And then I was like, I do deserve love. I deserve it because I got so much to give. And I'm full of so much. It's bursting out of me. It's fine. And this is in reverse. So I'm guessing this was another thing that some people had to figure out. It says, I like the opposite sex. And it was in reverse. Believe it or not, I went through my little phase too. But I realized the way the spiritual journey works and stuff like that. When you go on God's purpose, and my purpose is supposed to be man, woman, my particular purpose, because my person is going to know either a little bit, My person's going to know about religion and stuff. And me knowing about spirituality, but they're going to know about that as well. And we're supposed to collaborate our information and then teach others a different way. You know how they came out with all the different Bibles and stuff after that? After like the first one, and how they came up with so many different versions, like the King James Version and the New Edition and stuff like that. Black Panda, you do? I have Pink Panda, and I have John Wick, and I have, I think I have Holly Berry. I've had a Fortnite on my name since, I think season 3 or season 6. I stopped playing it. Way back, when they first came out with the fishing poles where you fish for the fish to get the energy and stuff. That's when I stopped playing it. I haven't found a new friend to play with, I guess you could say. That used to be something I would play with my babies and my ex, so I just never got back on it. I don't know if y'all can see, but I got my Xbox and all of that set up over there. Let me see if I can show y'all. Can you see it? Yeah, why would I want them in the street when I could play with them? That's what that card means by compromise. When you have a person that's supposed to be a person, you're supposed to at least try to support and be into the things that they're into, and vice versa. Think about, even though Snoop Dogg and his wife's relationship is not perfect or wasn't perfect, theirs wasn't toxic like that either. And when it was, they split. But ultimately, he had to realize that he couldn't be out here disrespecting her. He had to get it together. So he came back, and then she supported him in. And then when he was done doing what he was doing work-wise and all of that, he supported her with her dreams, and she opened up her club and stuff. Yeah, set up. I be chilling. All right, Vintage. You're welcome, love. It's all right. Blind, but now you see. Like, if you don't know better, how can you do better? Right? It says you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Confessions. Usher. You are my angel. I wonder if you are happy without me. That's the funny thing about that card. To keep someone from going insane and all of that, that's why self-love is important. Because if you don't have self-love, Hey, Deshaun, if you don't have self-love, the amount of stuff that you go through in life, you won't be happy with all of the heartbreak that ends up coming and stuff. But if you had like a whole bunch of heartbreak and stuff like that and made it through all those different life lessons, once you get to a certain point in your life, everything's going to be gravy after that. Because you done, if you still kept going and you didn't have no bad karma that you accumulated and all of that, God's going to make sure you straight. Because you already went through the bad stuff. And he's going to make sure that you live comfortable after that. That's why it's important whether you get paid or not. Why everything shouldn't be about money. Whether you get paid or not, that's why it's important for you to be nice with people. To even how Vintage said, the toxic family and friends and all of that. That was trying to do the whole setups and everything. You can, my grandfather used to tell me, killing with kindness. You can show love or just not say nothing. You know that saying also, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Maybe. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. What you like for breakfast? I be cooking breakfast. I like breakfast actually. And don't be laughing at how I say it either. It's my accent. I say breakfast. like the Breakfast Club. I say like Breakfast Club. I say breakfast. The grass wasn't green on the other side. Unpretty. TLC. Who am I to judge another when I myself walk imperfectly? Luke 6:37. Oh, thank you. And that's exactly what we was talking about. Why judge other people when we know we're imperfectly imperfect? You can judge whether or not they're right for your life, but judging them and looking down on them as a person, especially the people that end up getting a lot of money or get money or whatever like that. For you to look down on somebody because they're homeless or they don't have money and stuff. Don't you know how much karma you can get from that? Thinking you better than somebody else when they could have just had a tough break, or they might have not had the support if they was having a habit, or like in my case when I was homeless, because I was a few times actually, but when I was homeless before, because my ex-husband wasn't an American citizen, so like I told y'all at the beginning of the live, I had to be the breadwinner. I was the provider. I never had anybody caring for me, so it was just me. So me doing that, I didn't have my hand out. I couldn't have my hand out. There was no other money coming in. At the time, I couldn't get money from the state or anything if I needed it, because since we was married and he was in the household, they didn't give us that kind of assistance because they knew he couldn't work legally. So anyway, me being the provider and everything like that, my bills exceeded my income and I had no help. Yep. And corned beef hash. Or omelet. I know how to make omelets. And then they be like in cheesy eggs and stuff, or cheesy grits. And the grits, you got to make sure you clean them. You can't just be cooking them regular. Even the instant ones. You got to rinse them off repeatedly, just like rice. But anyway, yeah, so no judging. I want to hug you. Longing, someone is secretly yearning for you. I let others get in my ear. That's a big no-no. My person cannot be dependent on what others say. And I would never ever try to control them. And I will expect the same in return. I don't, like that other card said before, I was just trying to protect you from drama. Don't rush me. Never not tell the person what's going on. Because right there, that's you trying to take away their free will. Who's to say I wasn't going to be a ride or die and be right there with you, right by your side? Because two is a force. If I got this much protection by myself, imagine the protection that I would have, we would have, because it's not even an I at that point. It would be we. Imagine the protection that we would have together. Because whatever God put together, let no man take it away. Meaning, if God wants it so, it's going to be so. If you go up against his plan, you're going to have hell to pay. I be trying. Fresh start. That's why we having a fresh start. It says moving, buying a house, selling a house, new city, state, career change, left a toxic relationship. I accept all of the above. I had my bags packed for a while before I even moved 4 months ago. And I've been ready. I traveled a couple years ago with my daughter. And I was about to move there. And I stayed waiting in the parking lot for like 4 hours until it got dark. Because I was hoping I was going to get the call saying for me to stay. And I was going to stay. See, that's what I was talking about in that other card, talking about leap of faith. Leap of faith. If someone just speaks up, because what's that saying? Closed mouths don't get fed. If someone just speaks up, they can like pretty much damn near unlock the keys to heaven. If they just speak their mind and say what they want. Especially if it's like their person. Their person. And things about to fall out my nose. If it's their person, it'll be like, yes, check. Yes, check. Yes, check. I'm 5 foot. It says, I wish I had treated you better. Cheating. Fucked up over you. I want to kiss you. Queen of Swords. And you came closer to anyone. And that's funny because there's Queen of Swords with the King of Swords. So that's a match. You didn't give me any names, Poppy. And I'm about to pull the names. No, not your Xbox name. The names for me to pull out the name basket for the energies, like real people name. Until you're done with that. Because I got some blank cards, so I was going to add some more names. These is what I got so far. So when you tell me some names, I'm going to pull those names. But until then, I'm going to do the... I wrote down Cherry Dabs right here. Robert. Okay. All right, Robert. Robert. And I'm adding you to the name basket. If you can think of any other names, it doesn't have to be your name. It can be any names. And I got the markers right here. All right, let me see what comes out with these. Spirit, what's the current energy, please, and thank you. Okay. True gem, a connection worth saving, valuable jewelry, quality, authentic, hard to find, real, one in a million, perfect beauty. If you ever find a true gem, or if you are a true gem, but I would say for the ones who find a true gem, I would say don't let it go, because God won't bless you with another one twice. There's a lot of masculines right now that thought the person they was with was, like, when they took the leap of faith and took a wrong turn and ended up in some stuff, they thought that person was a true gem, but that person found out from their people who they was interested in, or from themselves who they was interested in, from the masculines pillow talking or their people pillow talking, and tried to destiny swap or tried to copy that person's energy because they seen, unbeknownst to the masculine, that that's what the masculine liked. So they tried to be like that person but talk bad about that person. And everything they said about that person was actually them. But then they still tried to copy that person. That's why that card came out talking about doppelganger and copycat. That's how they maneuver. Mostly what they did, everything was behind the scenes, from their magic jars, freezer jars, animal sacrifices, paying for spell work, traveling overseas, or whatever. Identity theft, death certificates, insurance fraud, all of that type stuff, because they wasn't really inheriting the inheritance, but they had to keep up with the narrative and the facade. So while they was telling the masculine all the stuff that was going on, they themselves was working behind the scenes with other ops of the masculine's friends and family to make the illusion of reality. And they got away with it mostly, which is why the ancestors and spirit guides been really like on the masculine's ass, because as long as he kept them around, they was hiding in his energy, hiding from the karma they was supposed to get, and then it was affecting the masculine's money and stuff. So just be mindful. That's basically like a rundown of someone wants to slide through phone call, text, email, DMs. Because they want a commitment. Things are getting serious because they want to take someone off the market. They want to cuff somebody. So they want to wine and dine them, courtship, consistently dating, romance, passion. So they got to move. Change of residence, moving in with partner. I've been told Dad, when I say Dad, I'm talking about God. I've been told Dad, if he sends my person to my door, all well and good. Into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, positive. I'm not one of those females that be like, oh, if he ain't got nothing, blah. I'm not like that. And it doesn't make me a simp or anything like that, too. It's just that love better be there, because I won't get played again. So, and I'm going to know if they lying. I'm going to know if they ain't real with me or not. Yeah. I don't know. As long as they real and they treat me with love and loyalty and respect and don't treat me different, you treat me special, just like I'm going to treat them special. I treat them special, they treat me special. If they treat me less than, they try to get me from talking. I know. I know they ain't all the same. You see my voice trying to go. I know they're not all the same. That's why I haven't given up. And I'm not giving up. I don't know if I said at the beginning of this that I did. That's what I was drinking when I turned my head. I got both. I got ginger ale, I got water, and I got green tea. But yeah, what was I gonna say? That was just them trying to get me to stop talking, but I ain't stopped talking. Oh. Manifesting. Dating. Someone's trying to manifest a date. It says, be right back. Time apart. Communication delays. Left waiting. That's because Mercury retrograde is almost here. So it's hard to communicate right now. It says health issues could arise. Everyone needs to be careful right now. For real, for real. Especially those that think they got somebody pregnant. They really need to make sure that they check that the baby's theirs. I'm done with you. Oh, shit. Y'all funny. Look. I had to clear my throat for this. Listen here. Yes, I'm an empress. An empress, if someone knows an empress is all four queens. Meaning, she's Queen of Pentacles. Whether she got money or not, she can get money. Prosperity is with her at that time. She's the mother and birth of many things, new ideas, all of that. That's what a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Swords means that if someone tries to cross her, tries to come against her, tries to cross her boundaries, step in her personal space, she can stand on her own and hold down the fort and stand on business. That means if you're my man and someone tries to step with me, I have no problem checking that dude in front of you or letting you handle it, because I know how to be submissive to my man. But I would never put my man in that type of predicament. So, like, for instance, when I be doing my sexy songs and all of that on the Smule app, I do that on the Smule app because it's practice for me. I'm practicing for my future husband and what I'm going to be doing to him in the room, because even though I am awakened and I'm an empress and I have morals and values and integrity and all that good shit, we still can get it down. We still can take you down. We still got it in us to handle what we need to handle. That ain't never changed. If not, it got way better. That's where you start hearing about tantric sex and all of that. That's where we start feeling shit. That's where we start making you feel. You feel me? So, don't get it twisted. The difference between an empress and a karmic femme, or empress in reverse, the karmic femme be for everybody, some of them, most of them, or they just be really toxic as hell. An empress, it might look like she's for everybody, but she's not for everybody. She'll get the most attacks from everybody else around her and her masculine, because she'll have men trying to come against her if she turns them down. She'll have females trying to come against her because the masculines end up wanting her, and they'll start hating on her. It's up to the masculines to realize that that's happening and why it's happening. It's happening because they know that if those two get together that they're trying to keep apart, that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. As simple as that. They got to notice the red flags. Yes. And it won't be easy at first, but it will get easier as you go on the journey. So what? Reconcile. With the air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Because they vibing on the same page with the divine feminine, and that is her justice. So they need to stop being bullheaded and listen to what their guardian angels is trying to tell them. A lost loved one is watching over you, and to get rid of the gold digger that's using you for your money, and stop listening to gossip. Interesting. Guess what? You gotta say what? You said cravens. I satisfy my cravings. It's just, might not always do it how others might. I guess you could say. What do you think? What do you think? Interesting. Interesting. Let's see. Tarot. Am I? My bad, I just seen the... I was thinking about it. But then I saw a reader too say something about we need to get out there and vote and all of that, right? Because it will affect some of our rights and stuff. But then I thought about it and I saw another one say, if we know how spirituality is and how we know how some people get in power and all that other stuff, right? Like in the government and everything. And then I don't know if you saw that thing from like either September 11th, like a year or two ago or something like that. It was on the 11th of some month. I can't remember, but I think it was around September 11th or March 11th. Anyway, they had a big like press conference type thing with all the government officials, and the guy that was reading out of that book that they had released from like Obama or President Trump or one of them, when they was supposed to be releasing the information about the aliens and Area 51, and then they was talking about the urban communities and talking about how our gifts was supposed to be activated at a certain point, and because they had hidden knowledge on to what they can do to suppress it, which is why they tried to make sure and control the narrative that certain things happened in certain communities, so it will make people be depressed, be under depression, and then they would be forced to give us those certain medicines and all of that and stuff like that. Because if we have those certain medicines, there's a certain herb or a certain drug that can limit your brain from going where it needs to go to a higher vibration, put it that way. If you're on those certain things and stuff like that, it won't get there. And they was trying to stop us from advancing because we're like literally like the super soldiers. It's 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 so spiritual, people don't even understand. So all I'm gonna say is stay woke, because this is only the beginning, literally. People don't understand too when they be saying, oh, heaven and hell and all of that. Some of us earth angels chose to come here to live the human experience. And because people don't realize, well, some do, but some are learning now. That's our job, to help them learn that we are the creators of our own world. We can create heaven on earth in our world. How they say, like for me, it'll be my Mimi bubble. I can create heaven on earth in my Mimi bubble by setting firm boundaries, standing on business about my shit, and not letting nobody infiltrate my kingdom, and keeping my peace and my serenity. Ooh, yep. I literally just said that. Ooh, okay. We just said reunion on the last one, right? Now we got justice, karmic justice, consequences. We got Queen of Wands, good business sense, confident, foresight, an attractive, magnetic, mature woman. And you saw mature woman all in those other cards right here, because the mature woman was supposed to be. And then the devil. It says addiction, depression, mental health issues, ego, secrecy, obsession, cheating, dependency, bondage, materialism, sexuality, powerlessness, hopelessness, abuse, violence, assault, finding it hard to let go of the power of negative thinking. So they're getting justice for someone abusing their, like the devil. And then Three of Cups, reunion, celebration, parties, socializing. With Four of Wands on the bottom, which is happy families, reunion, coming home. So that's two cards that say reunion. Then I see the Hierophant, tradition and institutions, tradition, values, conventional, and right under that is Six of Pentacles, gifts, generosity, charity, and right under that, Three of Wands, travel, moving abroad. But I do see right under that Five of Wands, someone's going to try to cause some conflict, and it wouldn't be wise for them. Just saying. And then they're going to realize that, and it's going to be Six of Swords, calmer waters, healing, because they're going to realize they need some healing. It's Three of Cups, the devil, Queen of Wands, justice, spirit. And the Hierophant still came out. So that was meant to be the next card. So Hierophant, tradition, institutions, traditional. And I didn't even take it out, but I literally just did all of that shuffling and it still came out. So Justice, Queen of Wands, the Devil, Three of Cups, Hierophant. So this is temperance, but in reverse. So there's a Hierophant that might be an imbalance, self-indulgence, excess clashing, lack of perspective. So there's a Hierophant that needs to get in balance. They need to get grounded. Reckless hastiness. And once they get in balance, they're going to have a Nine of Cups. Wishes coming true, realizing dreams, happiness, cheerfulness, joy. And then they're going to have Lovers. Love, soulmate, temptation. Right with the Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups, Lovers. Who's getting a Nine of Cups and Lovers? Spirit, Nine of Cups and Lovers. Nine of Cups and Lovers. So this was in Sideways. It says Six of Cups. Children, childhood memories, past influences, nostalgia, reunions, playfulness, youthfulness, innocence, creativity, kindness, goodwill, simplicity, childishness, immaturity, sharing, gifts, clarity, family support. Yes, Dad Poppy. Lovers, Nine of Cups, Six of Cups. Lovers, Nine of Cups, Sun, and Six of Wands. So we got the Six of Wands, which is success, victory, winning, having the advantage. And we have the Sun, positivity, freedom, fun. You want to spoil me? That would be nice to get spoiled. After fear, anxiety. I never got spoiled before. I wouldn't even know how to get spoiled. That's why I said you would have to, whoever God sends me would have to really be like, nah, I'm going to need you to do that. And I'd be like, oh, okay. I actually kind of did that last night. That's like the only person that could do that with me. So I don't know. Thank you. They have to put me in my place and vice versa. That's when you know. All right, Page of Cups. Love, comfort, kindness, intuition, a good idea. Strength. Inner strength, courage, bravery. And there's a King of Wands. See, I know there was a match again. So with the other cards, the mystery box, it was Queen of Swords and King of Swords. So it's really kind of showing me that this might be an Emperor, Empress. Because now it's King of Wands. And the other one that came out was the Queen of Wands, which is a pair. And they're looking at each other, holding up their wand. I'm just now seeing this. The King of Wands is holding up his wand, looking at the Queen of Wands, but he has like a little lizard on the floor by him, which is like reptilian type, kind of like same family as snake type shit. But then the Queen of Wands, she has a black cat at her feet, protecting her. I really saw that before. King of Wands, Strength, Sun. King of Wands, Strength, Sun. Page of Pentacles, good news in earthly matters, solid new beginnings. Interesting. Oh, and that's the Judgment. And now, Apprentice, Three of Pentacles, apprentice, learning, studying, growing, hard work. I do. King of Cups, trust, wealth and knowledge, caring, healing. With the Ace of Cup on the bottom, and I'm going to end it right there. Ooh, with the Nine of Pentacles, and a King of Swords, structure, and the Star, and the Emperor, and the Moon. Knight of Wands, Four of Wands. And then there is a little bit of fear or anxiety right after it with a Four of Swords. But then right after that is the Ten of Cups. Which is why I said all you got to do is take a leap of faith. You take a leap of faith and you'll be straight. And then when I just split the deck, I split it on Fool. The Fool. And then King of Pentacles. And then Wheel of Fortune. That's a good ass reading right there. That if someone takes a leap of faith, their possibilities is unlimited. That's what I'm saying. The tattoo on my back is a fairy. It's two fairies. One has blue hair, one has pink hair. They're facing each other because I'm a Gemini and my birthday is May 22nd. So my twins are facing each other because I'm a Gemini, which is the twin, which is the lovers. The lovers, how they're facing each other. My twins are facing each other. One has blue hair, one has pink hair. Basically a match. And then I got a 2 and a 2 under it for my birthday, 22. I love that number. I always see 222. Or 1111 or 111 all the time. Even 333 and 444. And if y'all are seeing angel numbers or angel synchronicities, pay attention. If you don't know what those are, whenever you see repeated numbers, it don't matter what it is. It don't matter if it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It don't matter if it's 1, 2, 3, 4. If you see those numbers, you go on your Google, on your phone or your tablet or your computer, and you be like, Google, what is angel number such and such and such? And see what it tells you. And I'm actually about to do angel numbers right now so y'all can know what your angel numbers are for. So angel numbers. So make sure you get a pen and paper and you write these angel numbers down. Whoever's watching this or whoever sees this later, again, like, follow, and subscribe. And please and thank you. I would appreciate it. It's free. And that keeps my readings and my channel in the algorithm so y'all can find me easier. Or so I can just pop up on your news feed when I go live again or when I got a new reading. Also, get a pen and paper because whoever watches this now or later, these angel numbers could be for you. When you look up the angel numbers show you about love, career, Bible, etc. So that's why it's important for you to look it up. If you're not on a twin flame journey, you can still look it up regular. For regular love, you can look it up for singles. That's not love. And if it's just career or just to see for your purpose, where you're headed in life. So let's see what angel numbers you got. So angel number 11 and angel number 7. Angel number 444. Angel number 1616 and angel number 1. Angel number 888. Angel number 1515. One more. That was a whole stack that fell. And angel number 111. I'll get one more for the road. Angel number 99. Okay. So again, that is angel number 99, angel number 1, angel number 7, angel number 11, 1616, 444, 888, 111, and 1515. Now, Zodiac signs. Oh, and I'm about to do the 18 plus. I know it's 7 in the morning, but almost 8, but Pisces, Aries, the cusp of rebirth, March 17th, 23rd. Now, these cards are just going to tell us what energy was with all of those cards we was just saying. And it could be your actual sign, or it can be something in your chart, in your birth chart. Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So we got Pisces, Aries, cusp of rebirth, which makes sense because there's a lot of new beginnings right now. Then there's Earth sign. Ooh. Virgo, Libra, cusp of beauty, September 19th through the 25th. Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th. Let's see if your sign comes out. Any more, Spirit? Capricorn. I utilize December 22nd to January 19th. And one more. Capricorn, Aquarius, the cusp of mystery, January 16th to the 23rd. That is weird. I don't see. Well, normally I do 3 rows, so I'm going to do 3 more. Okay, one more. January, Sagittarius, I understand, November 22nd to December 21st. And Libra again, I relate, September 23rd to October 22nd. So yeah, I don't see no Scorpio out here, so I guess this particular one is not about Scorpio. Interesting. All right, I got the 18 plus. This one's gonna be fun. I had fun making that one. I had to get myself together after that one. So I'm gonna do the letters first, because we're gonna see what letters are significant and whose name spells it. Well, not whose name spells out, but what it spells out. That is entirely too much. We got a Q. We got a D. A. A G and a P. A S. A Z. A Q again. A X and a K. Two more. A F. And a J. So a J and an F. So I see Zaza, Dad, Sap, Gap, Cap, Fad, Jag, DA, Georgia, San Antonio or San Francisco, there's also a S on the bottom, so pass, okay. All right, 18 plus. You got any more names before I pull the names? And then I'm going to do the 18 plus, and then I'm going to get off of here. All right, here's the letters. All right, this is the name one. That's more than enough. More than enough. All right, it's going to be first, last name, middle name. First, last name, middle name, or men or female name. And it's going to be empires. I'm going to hurry up through these ones, and I'm going to go to the 18. Well, I'm going to go through the 18 plus first. And I'm going to end it with the names, but at least you see the names already here, so I don't have to. So I'm going to leave the names here, and we're going to do 18 plus. 18 plus. First out, I want to explore your body. Let me put the names over here. I want to explore your body. Someone is so curious about your body that they want to see or touch or feel every crevice. And someone likes choking I want to choke you while I F you hard. And I'm not seeing it as like the crazy, toxic, I guess you could say, choking, like not the hurt and choke, like the choke where they kind of just hold where your face sits comfortably on there. Let me not go there. I'm not going there. I've been saying this. It says, if you want it, come and get it. If you want it, come and get it. And then, sleeping princess, I'm going to wake you up with me inside you. Oh, okay. This one says, you taste so sweet, candy shop. On demon time. I'm waiting for you. I'm always waiting for you. 11:11. And porn. Come over to my place and watch porn with me. So someone likes porn. Moan. I love hearing you moan. And I promise I won't deprive you of me once you claim me. So basically, I promise I won't deprive you of me once you claim me. That's basically telling me that that person will be whatever freak you need them to be. But they only going to do it for the actual person that they ain't sharing with nobody else. Put it that way. How your mind works turns me on. And I'm going to do one more before I get to the names. Well, there's two sticking out, so hold on. I'm going to make it my mission to make you come till you fall asleep. Bet. On the bottom of the deck, it's please kiss me all over. And the one that's sticking out is I like being your dirty little secret, discretion. Shining, shimmering, splendid, psych, immortal goddess. And I want to F you with your heels on, high heels. Okay. Names. I'm going to do names and I'm going to end it because I'm really trying to shorten them each time I go. I know I'll be long because I just be chatting, but I'm still trying to get the hang of being up here. All right, names. We got Banks, Nika, Roxanne, McFadgen, Anton, Angelique, Ruby, Aisha or Isha, Glover, Ann, Tiana, Ashlyn, Crystal, Mel, Mosley, Shalia, Ebony, V, Joni, Corbin, Williams, Serrano, Sincere, Kamari, Zubida, Riva, Terrence, Sasha, Akina, Catherine, Mina, Mika, so that's two M's. Ambria, I don't know why I can't get this. Robert, so I guess I already had Robert in it. So Robert, Carlos, Skinner, Liz, Mika, Gregory, Gabriel, Lynn, Stokes, Kat, Perry, Connor, Faye, Isaac, and that's crazy. Both of their names came out together. That's fam. Elizabeth, David, Morris, Groove, Reha, Scott, Joseph, Rhodes, Deja, Leonardo, Russell, Cruz, Janine, Cassandra, Linda, Cy, Cooper, Carlos, Jacobs, Stephanie, Damon, Hopkins, Mona, Cindy, Curry, McKinney, Woodard, Price, Armando, Montero, Emma, April, and Jody. All right. Thank y'all for coming. please smash the like button. It's free, please, and thank you. So y'all will be able to find me again when I come live. I appreciate y'all for coming through. It's time for you, girl, to go to sleep. I've been on here for some hours, but that's okay. We had a nice chat, and I'm gonna be doing it a lot more often. I'm gonna start doing different readings, but I'm gonna do them shorter. I might do some like pre-pulled piles, or just do a small one with like 1 or 2 decks, and I'll switch it up in between there. I'm gonna get y'all's angel oracles real quick, the archangel oracles, so you'll know what you need to know from your angels. That was too many, but it was 3. So we got hello from heaven, Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their love and blessing. So say thank you to Archangel Azrael for helping you at this time. Moon cycles, Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. Archangel Haniel. Thank you, Archangel Haniel. All is well, Archangel Jeriel. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings you will soon understand. Thank you, Archangel Jeremiel. Let's see, any more? Okay, that's 3 more. It keeps coming out in 3s, so far that's 3 already. Spread your wings, Archangel Ariel. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Prioritize, Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. And healthy lifestyle, Archangel Raphael. Eat a healthy, full diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise, which I'm about to do after I put my order in for Walmart. But eat healthy, full diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. Get 2 more. 1, 2. There we go. Angel therapy, Archangel Raphael. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens, which I do on a regular. I don't really fight my battles. My angels tell me when, or nudge me and be like, yo, go live. You need to be speaking some stuff. And then I'll go live. Like, it's like a nudge. It's like, you gotta trust your intuition. And when I don't, they're gonna keep nudging me until I do. But when I'm obedient, they show me why it's good to be obedient. Courage, Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs, which is what I do on a regular. Because I don't have no reason to be lying to nobody, so all I can do is tell the truth because I can stand in my truth. Just because my perception might not be like somebody else's, because I think way deeper than the most. I wouldn't say the most. Other people think deeper, but they think deeper different than me. I think deeper about what is going to help others, and even sometimes sacrificing myself. Sometimes. But for the greater good. It's not going to be for nothing bad. It's not going to be to just being naive or gullible. No. I don't care how much it hurt. It has to be for a good cause. Something that's going to help others. Not just myself. But anyway, thank y'all for coming. If I yawn one more time, I'm gonna start crying. But thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all. And I'll be back later with another one. We out.